Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Gen E podcast. Hmm. It's time now for celebration already. And why it's time for celebration? Because we already have some winners of Jenny 2022. What is Jenny? Well, if you don't know what Jenny is the largest European entrepreneurship event where over 370,000 young people across Europe have competed since the last September and now will come to Tallinn, Estonia for the finals. But we already had some awards. We already recognized the team that are most innovator. And today we are going to unveil once again the AI Innovators Awards, which is supported by Intel, a great partner of JA in different countries. And we have with us Michal Zoga, the Government Partnership and Initiatives EMEA Territorial Director at Intel Corporation. Hello, Michal.
Hello, pleasure to be
How are
with
you
you.
doing today? So, and we have the two winners, one for the upper secondary level and the other team for the university level. So, let me get to the upper secondary level, the team Demoverse from Spain. I have here Hector, Ivan, Albert, and Victor. Hello, guys.
Hey,
Hey, hello,
Good to
how are
have
you?
you. Very good to have you with us. I imagine you're still in Spain at the moment. Well, we'll bring you uh, innovation back to Tallinn soon. And from Spain, we go to Bulgaria. The team who won at the university level, the AI Innovators Ask DCP from Natalia and Theodore. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi. We're very happy to be here. Hi.
Great. So, have you followed Jenny? Hashtag Gen E everything. There's a virtual conference that is already happening out there. Don't forget to follow that hashtag and to watch this podcast on Spotify, on Apple, and on YouTube. So let me first understand what Dermoverse is, how your business idea came. What it originated. Tell us a little bit about it.
um, we we saw that many people always had their skin hard or had different problems with their skin every time. I mean, when you go to the beach and you have your skin gets burned, it really hurts. And in another hand, we saw actually that my mother works in a hospital, and I talked to a friend of hers who's a dermatologist, and I hear that she talked to my mother saying, "Wow, most of melanomas could be avoided if were detected soon." And what really happened is that most people, when you see like a spot on your skin, you don't go to the doctor. You don't get worried about until it gets larger and larger, and then it's late to do something. So we wanted to bring a tool to people to basically instantly give like a guide to what was going on in their skin. So that problem of getting most of melanomas detected really uh, at a long period could disappear, and we could save more lives of people, because it is very very hard, the melanoma itself. So then is when we started to think about it, and we started to developing Dermoverse, and we saw this contest, and we said, well, it's a great opportunity for us. I mean, Victor, for example, who has developed, I mean, a little bit from the company in terms of business, because one is an idea, but in the other hand has to be economically viable, has developed also how to uh, make partnerships. I mean, give it to everyone and for free, and make the government or pharmaceuticals to pay, because we don't want anyone to pay for this. We want this to be a tool for everyone for free, for save all the lives that we are able to.
Using technology and using AI for a positive social impact. Michal, how did it attract your attention at Intel for the Innovator Awards? This kind of idea that was brought out from Spain.
Oh, so first of all, I was, and we as a jury, because I was not the only one on the jury, were taken in by the maturity of the project. Really, the amount of know-how that you put in this, and also the way that you understand how technology can help this, was second to none. And the fact that first of all, your idea, challenges growing problem, right? So taking into account all the climate changes, even not in our world, but mostly also in Europe, considering even the countries that did not, let's say, get too much of a sun caused problems now are actually getting there. Secondly, that you're using computer vision as one of the three main aspects of AI in a way that not only has the ability to detect and recognize the particular let's say illness, disease, whatever we can call it, but also to predict the way it can evolve. This is actually an amazing way of using the AI, right? So not only to detect the presence, but also to predict the future, right? So at such a young age, and at school, you manage to tackle this problem and to include technology in the best possible way. I would say, it could not catch our attention, right? So, so in all fairness, we've reviewed a lot of teams in your category, and there were a lot of really good projects, but yours was really magnificent from the first look.
Thank you for highlighting those three elements. Big round of applause for Demoverse for that innovation. That's so inspirational to see how the new generation is thinking about putting their skills, their creativity at the service of the community, at the service of the world population. So let's go jump to Bulgaria, and let me ask the CP. I like to see what is ask. Ask the CP. What CP stands for?
Hello, everybody. So, Ask the CP stands for Ask the Clinical Pharmacologist. So, clinical pharmacology is a new medical specialty, new type of doctors who study relationship between drugs and humans in order to optimize the use of medicines. And our mission is to extend the life of antibiotics by optimizing antibiotic prescriptions and fighting antimicrobial resistance. Guys, it turns out that up to 60% of antibiotic prescriptions are inappropriate, which is a big problem. This leads to economic losses for the hospitals and the society, but it also increases antibiotic resistance. That means antibiotics are no longer effective to kill the bacteria. Our software solution has everything the doctor needs to make the right treatment decision. It's an advice system to tell the doctors which is the best antibiotic for each diagnosis for each patient. Our software solution has integrated latest European and local guidelines for treating infections, the documents of all available antibiotics in each country, and each hospital's unique antibiotic resistance. And the concept of integrating artificial intelligence and machine learning is very interesting, and it's very new and something that hasn't been done before in such project. The benefits of integrating artificial intelligence and machine learning is that our algorithm can learn based on the effects on the patients and can modify the advice that is given to doctors in real time. And not only that, it will help to monitor the antimicrobial resistance on a European level, and this will help to predict if resistance is about to happen in order for us to prevent it. And this will have a huge social impact because it is projected that in 2050, 10 million people will die every year due to antimicrobial resistance if we don't do anything right now. And basic infections will not be able to be treated. So if we start now, if we work toward this problem, I think our solution with Intel's help can have a really, really big impact on society. So
With Intel help. It's already a great support. You know, it's so nice to see those companies who invest into the new generations who have a positive impact like Intel. And with JA, it's not only a partnership on different initiative, it's really a partnership of values. We believe that we are moving in the right direction together with Intel. Right, Michal? What attracted the attention of the jury in this case, as now we understand what CP stands for?
Yes, so quite different project, even in that it is in the same space of healthcare. But one cannot overestimate the importance of the issue that you're tackling. So to adjust the amount of the drugs that the human body adopts to actually its individual capabilities and specifics, it's a holy grail in the medicine, and what we call the personalized treatments right now is gonna completely change the way that doctors look at us and and treat our diseases. Uh, Even the latest pandemic and the great response that we had in the world showed that probably there is no one size fits all because people reacted very differently to, technically speaking, the same virus, right? So, you know, especially here, we're not talking anymore computer vision. We're talking working with data, and the way that we can maneuver with the certain parameters here, and to choose the parameters for the algorithm to then learn from the past and the reactions of the patients to certain medicines, and then predict how much of this medicine should be applied for the patients of the certain characteristics is, as I said, it's a tremendous opportunity. So in this particular case, I think that you have still a lot of work ahead of you in terms of finding the right application of AI there. But the opportunity is immense again. So congratulations, and both teams really have a huge future ahead of them.
We're getting out, hopefully, of a pandemic, and we see how the effects of this pandemic has probably also influenced many of the solutions that the young people have brought to the attention of JA and its partner, in this case, of Intel. But if we expand a little bit more, well, there are two things that capture my attention. The first one, the pandemic show there was a collective global problem and needed a collective global solution. So those ideas have to have a social impact. On the other side, we make jumps when it comes to technology, when it comes to digital acceleration, when it comes to AI in the past 2 years. Let me ask a little bit the audience here, and whoever wants to intervene, please feel free to do so. What How do you see AI evolving these days? Is it going to really replace human or not? Michal, let me start with you.
Wow, that's a question that we're tackling, almost every day. Now, of course, AI has a potential to change the way we work. Probably unprecedented potential, because it's not gonna automate only the simple tasks, but it has a potential to also partly automate or even facilitate or even improve the very advanced tasks, as we see even here, the tasks of the doctors, the tasks of lawyers. So the jobs that in the past have not been impacted that much with technology because they, I would say, relied mostly on human skills. Another thing that is really important is that AI will probably change even more, um, detach the place of executing the jobs from the person that is executing those jobs, right? Of course, it is happening as we speak, and again, coming back to pandemic, it proved that a lot of things can be done online and remotely. But even here, some jobs that were very place, let's say, or location specific, will can go fully online. And let me give you an example. For example, a taxi driver, right? A taxi driver for centuries, even when there were no taxis, but someone to bring a person from one place to another was strictly tied to a place where this job has been executed. Imagine self-driving cars, which is not so hard to imagine. It's here and it's now, and it's becoming more and more. It will become a standard. Uh, with this technology, the person who maintains the car or helps even to operate will be able to sit anywhere in the world. Providing the time zone allows, right? So this is, I think that this uh, technology, and we truly believe this, um, has the potential of changing the way we work, creating a lot of new exciting use cases, new exciting jobs. But this said, we have to be prepared for it, right? Because the nations and the countries that will not do enough to prepare young people to operate in this new reality may face some difficulties in adopting future generation of innovators to what's already happening right here right now.
We need to adapt and we need to give them the chance. And we gave the chance to this 370,000 young people this year who have competed for Gen E. Let me ask Dermoverse first. Is AI going to change completely the way we're working? Is it going to substitute human? How do you see that, guys?
Hey, well, hello. I think in the past years we've seen technology um, change and advance, and I think the world is changing each day more and more. And technology, big data, and all the data in general are getting a very important part in our lives. And so it's really important, and I think it will change the world in a positive way as each time we will be able to have more data, and with this data work towards having a better future, predicting the future, or even more. And so like this we can anticipate the future, and we can do things before they happen, so that we're prepared for the changes, because finally we change each day. And I think that's how the world works. So yeah, I think basically it's very important, and we have to change with it. That's why we're here, no?
Exactly. We have to. So the youth are sending a positive message. So this is their right direction, Michal. This is their right direction of where we want to go. Let me go to ask the CP, both whatever Natalia or Theodore, any of the two wants to answer. Also, on your journey with JA and how you created the startup, what challenges did you find out there, and then how did you apply your AI also to solve them?
Theo, do you want to answer or should I?
I think that you can start about regarding the JA stuff. Um,
To be honest, the biggest challenges that we face is that it's very hard to change the mind of our consumers because our clients are the doctors, and they're very specific type of people that it is very hard to influence them. But after communicating the benefits of AI and how by using our software solution, they can contribute towards monitoring antimicrobial resistance on a European level. They feel like they have also a greater purpose and that they can help. So they really like this idea, even though it pretty recently we started communicating to them. Not only that will save them time, will save hospitals money, will improve patient outcomes, but we're working on something that is bigger than the hospital that we're going to imply. So they're going to work on something like a European or even global project to help prevent, fight antimicrobial resistance. So this definitely is helping us when we get doctors on board with us.
Yeah, just to add something for the AI, when we implement it in our project, it will be really great because we'll have real-time data. We can adapt every time, everything real time, and this will save lives. I mean, lives, not money, not time. It will save lives. So, um, yeah, I think that AI here it will be really, really amazing.
So it is technology is part of the equation. AI is part of the equation. We still need to all work into change of mindset. Now, JA, we've been changing mindset for over 100 years. In 1919, when we tell in the schools the importance of having that growth mindset, of having that entrepreneurial mindset of young people, of being resilient. And I think that this is why we get together with great companies that are so innovative, like Intel. Michal, I want to go back to you. Uh, you saw the power of the new generation. You've been in jury. You've been a great partner. What do we expect from the new generations when it comes to embracing the technology?
Uh, you know, that's that's a really good question. I think I don't worry that much. But in all fairness, your people, let's say you're over 300,000 young people, they are already the ones that are very active, in my opinion, and really they embrace the changes, right? Regardless if it's technology, entrepreneurship, or generally the change of the way that people work today. I'm not worried about this 300,000 kids or young people. But I think what is really will be and is a challenge is how we can ensure the democratization of AI, the democratization of technology for everyone, right? Because it would be great if we can say that AI is a kind of technology that does not contribute to a bigger, digital divide, right? Or actually, I would like to say that AI is technology that bridges the gap, right? Uh, and it's not that obvious, right? So I would say this is our task to make the technology inclusive for everyone. And if we do our job well, then the youth will follow. And 300,000 of people who applied this year to your competition, but also the majority of people that are out there should be ready for this. And in all fairness, we cannot forget that there are also a lot of people who are already out of education system and will be still here on the job market for the next 20, 30 years. So it's probably not the biggest challenge for the audience here, but it will be also a challenge from a global perspective, how we can include them into the changes that are coming, because we need their expertise and we need their seniority in the years to come as well.
So we need to make sure two things, that there is a social impact, as in this case, but there also we need to make sure that no one is left behind. No one is left behind. So 370,000 students are already doing the competition. Those are part of 6 million young JA people from the age of 5 to the age of 29 that this year went through our different learning experience in over 40 countries. And I agree with you, Michal. I do agree with you. We need to spread out more and more. This is why we have a very high ambition. JA. We want to get with our program to 100 million youth by 2050. 100 million youth all over the world that go to the same experience that those of Dermoverse and us, the CP, have gone during the past years. So, guys, are you? What do you really expect? Let me go back to Dermoverse. In this case, some suggestion that you would like to give to someone else who's just entering into the program, someone else who just want to implement AI and technology for their company or their startup. What kind of advice you would give to the next youth to make sure that we have this democratization, as Michal was saying, of AI? What suggestion would you give?
I don't really think there's a something to say like study more or work harder. I mean, that's nonsense. The technology that has evolved over past a year has been made by people who was passionate about it. I mean, coding what everything we have done. If we had not a passion on that, we could not have done that. I mean, the only thing I would tell people who wants to get encouraged not to develop new tools that help people is to love what they do. I mean, there's no point if they don't. Just follow.
Follow your passion. That's what a great advice you're gonna get. Then I'm going to complement with some more technical skills and the educational part and the work hard afterwards. But you, if you don't have that, follow your passion. I agree with you. How you are going to innovate, get inspired, and get creative.
I mean,
Amazing. Follow
knowledge
your passion.
knowledge can get acquired over people over the time. I mean, you can. We have not studied any degree, any bachelor degree. We have 16 years old. We have learned it reading, watching YouTube videos. Just we love it. We love it, and we start learning by ourselves. We are self-taught. That's
That's
the real truth about it.
you embed the entrepreneurial spirit there on learning by doing and getting things done. Anything else? Any other message that you would like to put there forward, Michal? In addition to what we have discussed?
No, I think I think these are a really good set of questions, the one that is going towards let's say some kind of role modeling that you all here at the call present. This is a good one to finish with as well.
Let me ask the CP.
Okay, so I have two advices. The first one is just define properly your goals. This is the main important thing when you start implementing AI or machine learning. And the second one is just start collecting data, because if you have more data, this is very good for the machine learning. So yeah, these two advices I think that are very, very useful for the startup companies.
Collect the data. That's so important because the more data we have, the more precise we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Yes. Let me finish with Michal. Michal, good advice to this young, to the next, the ones who are going to win the AI Innovator Awards of Intel in 2023. What advice are we going to give them?
Absolutely, I think that it is completely in your hands whether AI will be the technology that will be just a competitive advantage of the big companies of this world, or will it be the technology that will benefit for all? And the more young people will be on the creator side rather than on the consumer side, the better for everyone, right? So I would wish that in the spirit of follow your passion, of course, be open, learn even unexpected things, and try. Don't fear of trying new things, because the more you will be on top of the changes that are coming, the better for everyone, for you, for us, and for all the generations to come.
follow your passion, set your goals, and try again. This is definitely, well, they have tried, they have won.
Successfully.
They have won the target achieved because they follow their passion, both Dermoverse and Ask DCP, and now we're all celebrating the Gen E 2022 here in Tallinn, where I am already here. Everybody is waiting for the finalists across Europe of JA. So we are at the end of this podcast with Intel AI Innovators Award. Follow, like on YouTube, on Apple, on Spotify. Follow the hashtag Gen E and at Salvatore Nigro official, because we are transforming this to a movement of innovators across Europe, and we want to be you to be part of it. Thank you so much, Intel, for being such a great partner. Thank you, Dermoverse. Thank you, Ask This CP. See you soon at the next episode.